Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong has announced that there will be a review of the Sustainable Singapore Blueprint. The aim is to update it with new initiatives which include building more environmentally friendly hawker centres and reducing carbon emissions next year. Launched in 2009, the blueprint outlines strategies to achieve the twin objectives of economic growth and a good living environment. Mr. Lee made his comments at the launch of the year-long Clean and Green 2014 campaign today.
Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong said more Singaporeans have a greater consciousness of green issues. However, there's still a minority who don't respect the environment and continue to litter. And while the government will be reviewing penalties for litterbugs, Mr. Lee said the best way is to put social pressure on them.
We have to set the right example. If you see somebody who's littering, tell them to pick up after themselves. And make sure that we ourselves don't do it. Because keeping Singapore clean isn't just about fines and regulations. We must also keep Singapore clean because it must reflect our values to be house-proud, considerate, and environmentally conscious.
Mr. Lee added that the environment also depends on our neighbours and highlighted the haze problem earlier this year. But he said that should the haze return, the government will do what it can to minimize the impact, such as improving its monitoring and surveillance capabilities, as well as putting in place contingency plans to ensure that masks and essential supplies can be distributed to vulnerable groups. Mr. Lee also presented Community in Bloom Ambassador Awards at the event. One recipient was 50-year-old Wendy Tan, who carries out a self-sustainable gardening method of producing fertilizers from kitchen waste. The youngest winner of the Environment Champions was 22-year-old Daniel Tan, who used wall murals to spread the importance of reducing, recycling and reusing.
I have all along been a fan of street art, so I wanted to incorporate street art into my project. I hope that by starting young, I can set an example. So because I think recycling it's a habit, it has to start from young.
Also displayed at this carnival are mobile applications that help to address environmental issues. So for one, the Parent Pool application actually enables parents in the neighborhood with children attending the same school to form a community so that they can make carpool arrangements. It also has useful information such as the weather data.